It's the 512th and final game of the regular season, and we've got a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. We go from SoFi Stadium. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Play action. Now Wilson. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, 54!
Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
2nd and 9 at the Rams' 32-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The shotgun, it's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in L.A.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks 7, Rams 0. Michael Dixon.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Omaha, remove. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I can't believe they let you play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0.
Seahawks 14, Rams nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Steps away to his left. And this one is incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Hey, give me radar. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for an LA Rams.
Throwing again is Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
That's good for another LA Rams. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Rams nothing.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Now Stafford. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing is Wilson. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Running right, Jones. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And as these guys enter play in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they're certainly being aggressive here. It's like being a sprinter in a 100-meter dash, exploding out of the blocks, trying to push the ball downfield. Guaranteed this defense better be on their toes. They're going to be tested all game.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Now it's Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st down, Seattle.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. So a one-handed... And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Myers for the extra point.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 21-7.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm gonna run you over. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Yo. Hand. Check Mike 27.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. You got nothing to run. Hey, middle. Nothing. Mike 27. Mike 27.
Now Stafford. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
A gain of 24 more yards. That's another.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
10 at the 15-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 27. Mike 27. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That is caught inside the 5. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll look to run with Akers. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal on the Seahawks 3-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 27. Hey. Mike 27.
Here's Stafford. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
Big 20. Alert 3. Check 9.
They'll run for it with Akers. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw is Stafford. Flush to his right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Gary Jennings in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Rams 16.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now they're down on the scoreboard, sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Defense, let's go. 32.
Play action. Stafford. Looking deep for Jennings. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Jones has it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Oh, he sheds himself free. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First down.
Now Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Again, Wilson.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside the 5-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Steps away to the goal line, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. From the shotgun, Wilson. Touchdown! It's complete. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Rams 16. Michael Dixon to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Don't get nervous. Hey! Alert!
Stafford. And this is caught. Jennings. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now Stafford. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, 50. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. They shake, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Jordan Brooks in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jordan Brooks able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. I'm here all day. I'm here. 53, ready. Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Mike.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Touchdown, L.A. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing and it turns into a touchdown?
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. That's going to be caught by Waddle. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wilson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game.
42. Rams 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Stafford on first down. That's out to the flat for Akers. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw, Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Michael Dixon to kick.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. After the sack on first down, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Wilson wants to throw it.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Second and 10.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Seven's a Mike.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 50, it's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Switch.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will extend this big lead.
63. Rams 23. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they improved to 14-2 with still one game left to be played in this regular season.